Good evening and welcome to Texarkana Game Day. We are live for our first baseball action of the year here at Leopard Field on the beautiful but cold campus of Liberty Eylau High School. I'm Brian Bolt, and we're going to be bringing you some live high school baseball action today as the visiting Pine Tree Pirates roll into Texarkana and face the home team, the Leopards of Liberty Eylau. Starting on the mound tonight for the Leopards, W.T. Jones. Behind the plate, Dylan Garza. Over at first base, Xander Worthy. Second base, Xander Hall. At third base, Britton Pipes. And rounding out the starting lineup for the infield is Cal Jones. Moving to the outfield, in left field, number 10, Hagan Powers. In center field, number 3, Braylon Blair. And number 18, Ron Garza. We appreciate everyone for tuning in here on Texarkana Game Day. And if you are tuning in for our first baseball action of the season, we appreciate you. Make sure you go over to the App Store and download the Texarkana Game Day app. It is out. It is free. You can watch all baseball action throughout this baseball season. Again, we're live here at Liberty Eylau for our first baseball matchup of the year. As we speak about the Texarkana Game Day app, it is free over in the App Store. You can keep up with every local high school here in Texarkana. Coaches had their meeting at home plate. The umpires explained some of the rules, and they head back to the dugouts. Coach Zach Fowler, the leader of the Liberty Eylau Leopards. The Leopards step on the field tonight wearing their white tops, white bottoms, white caps, all outlined in the leopard maroon. The Pirates of Pine Tree come in wearing their navy blue jerseys tonight, white pants trimmed in gold. And so as we are awaiting our national anthem here at Leopard Field to get going for tonight's baseball action. I think they got a little more music they're wanting to play. They're looking for the national anthem, so we'll await that, and then we will be live here for our first baseball action of the year here on Texarkana Game Day. About 58 degrees here in Texarkana, Texas. No rain in sight. It will drop down pretty cold before we get out of here tonight, so we're looking for a little baseball action to get started. And it looks like they're finally going to call out the starting lineups. So starting lineups for the Pine Tree Pirates. We'll pause and let the field announcer announce both starting lineups.
Number 14, Max Gibson. Catcher, number 19, Connor Carroll. Center fielder, number 4, Colin Estes. Pitcher, number 10, DeKylan Johnson. Left fielder, number 15, Nick Crouch. First baseman, number 20, Jacob Hall. Right fielder, number 1, Caden Donnelly. With the reserves, number 3, Matthew Lummis. Number 5, Dylan Helton. Number 9, Landon Griffith. Now for your Liberty Eylau Leopards. Starting off, we got shortstop, number 22, Cal Jones. Pitching, number 7, W.T. Jones. DHing, number 23, Gage Bellotti. Playing center field, number 3, Braylon Blair. Playing first, number 15, Xander Worthy. Behind the plate, number 1, Dylan Garza. Playing right field, number 18, Ron Garza. Third baseman, number 13, Britton Pike. Second baseman, number 4, Xander Hall. Left fielder number 10, Hayden Power. The reserve for the Leopards, Creighton Battle, and Hunter Morris. Please stand for the United States National Anthem. Let's play ball.
Welcome back here to Leopard Field for our first baseball action of the season here on Texarkana Game Day. Tonight's broadcast being brought to you by State Bank, your local bank for all of your personal and business banking needs. Visit statebankofdecab.com or stop by any of their locations. State Bank, your family, your bank. And so tonight for the Leopards, taking the mound is going to be number 7, W.T. Jones. He will step out on this cool February night here in East Texas. Again, we're about 5 minutes away from the first pitch, maybe less than that, here at Leopard Field as the visiting Pine Tree Pirates come to town for our first action on Texarkana Game Day this year. It's a chilly one out. It's about 56 degrees. Looks like it's going to drop pretty quick. And so Dylan Garza throws it down to second base, and just like that, we're ready for some baseball action right here on Texarkana Game Day. Number 7, Dylan McMillan will step up. He's the designated hitter. He'll step up first for the Pirates. First pitch from W.T. Jones. Fastball outside, going to be ball number 1. W.T. Jones, an athletic guy on the mound for the Leopards tonight. Second fastball is going to be fouled over the backstop for strike number 1. W.T. Jones, he is a 10th grader for the Leopards. Gets one in there for strike number 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's a breaking ball called strike number 3, and that's the first out of the ball game.
Number 8, Cruz Cox.
Right below the belt, a breaking ball. Nice pitch there by Jones. 1 out. Here in the ball game, number 8, Cruz Cox will step up to the plate. First pitch to him is going to be a fastball outside for ball number 1. Number 13, Britton Pipes, going to be new to the infield for the Leopards, playing third base. Fastball right at the knees called for strike number 1. Going to even up the count, 1 ball and 1 strike here in the top of the first. If you're just now joining us here on Game Day, we appreciate you for tuning in. That one's going to be fouled over the backstop for strike number 2. So quickly, W.T. Jones getting ahead in the count. 1 out already here in the top of the first. Here's an off-speed pitch, and he's going to be rung up for strike number 3. That's 2 strikeouts for W.T. Jones to start the game off here against the Pine Tree Pirates. Third batter of the game, number 14, Max Gidden. He's the shortstop for the Pirates. He'll step into the box First pitch to him is right down the middle for strike number 1. W.T. Jones filling up the strike zone. Second pitch, fastball outside and a little low for ball number 1. Will even up our count, 1 ball and 1 strike. The shortstop for the Pirates steps back in. Fastball spiked into the dirt there. He's going to get ahead in the count. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs here in the top of the first. The 2-1 pitch, off-speed pitch, going to be fouled to the backstop for strike number 2. W.T. Jones working quickly. On this cold Monday night here in Texarkana, Texas. The 2-2 pitch. W.T. Jones on the mound. Spikes it into the dirt again, just kind of overthrowing that fastball there, looking for his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Going to bring up a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the 3-hole hitter, Max Gittin, the shortstop for the Pirates. Here's the payoff pitch. This one's going to be driven out to left field. Hagen Powers tracks it down, and that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. 3 up and 3 down for LE. They're heading to the dugout. We're going to take a short commercial break from one of our sponsors, and we're going to have more cold baseball action right here on Texarkana Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
All right, welcome back to Texarkana Game Day. We're headed to the bottom of the first here at Leopard Field. Tonight's game being brought to you by Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital. With their experienced physicians and great personal care, Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital is your superior choice for minor and major emergency needs. Stop by and see Dr. Young and his staff, or give them a call at 903-838-8000. And so as we head into the bottom of the first inning, number 10, DeKylan Johnson will take the mound for the Pirates. And number 22, Cal Jones, the shortstop for the Leopards, will step up to the plate for the first appearance tonight. He squares around a bunt but pulls it back for ball number 1. DeKylan Johnson, a big kid on the mound for the Pirates. His fastball going to be a little high for ball number 2. 2 balls and no strikes to the leadoff hitter for Liberty Eylau tonight, the shortstop, Cal Jones. Third pitch to him, 3 straight balls to start off the inning for Johnson. Here's a 3-0 pitch to the plate. It's a fastball. It's going to be a little high for ball number 4. And the leadoff man, Cal Jones, he's got some speed, and he trots down to first base. And so W.T. Jones, he's the starting pitcher tonight for the Leopards, a 10th grader. He will step into the box now. Johnson checks the runner at first. He comes to the plate. There's a fastball right at the knees for strike number 1. Cal Jones, he's making sure he keeps an eye on Cal Jones over at first base. He's got some speed. Cal Jones gets a good lead. Johnson checks him. Johnson taking a while on the and it's a hit and run. He's going to be safe at second base, but out at first. And a nice play there by W.G. Jones to put that ball into play as Cal Jones stole right there. A really nice job for him to get the ball deep into the gap so they couldn't turn a double play. But he is out at first base for the first out of the bottom half of the first inning. And then big number 23, Gage Bellotti, steps up to the mound with Cal Jones on second base. First pitch to him is going to be a high fastball for ball number 1. To Kylan Johnson. Second pitch to Bellotti. It's back to the pitcher's mound off the glove of Johnson, and everyone's going to be safe. Gage Bellotti rumbling down the first base line. He'll be safe. It was off the glove of pitcher to Kylan Johnson. Didn't quite make it over to their shortstop, Max Gidden. So it will be chalked up as a hit. Cal Jones stands on third base, the leadoff hitter tonight. Gage Bellotti, the designated hitter, stands at first base. Number 3, Braylon Blair, he lays down a bunt, but it's going to be foul. Braylon Blair trying to lay the bunt down to pull in Cal Jones from third base. To Kylan Johnson, number 10, on the mound for the Pirates. No wind tonight. The flag is laying flat on the pole. The 0-1 pitch to the plate. This one's going to be fouled out of play and quickly. No balls and 2 strikes to Braylon Blair. Braylon Blair, a senior center fielder for the Leopards. Had a nice year last year. Enjoyed covering him. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Blair. It's a fastball. He's going to fight it off. It's over to the second baseman. He's going to scoop it up. That's Cox. He throws over to first base, and that's in time for the second out of the inning. But number 22, Cal Jones, makes it home, and that's our first score of the night. And so with 2 outs, Braylon Blair lays one down, and the Leopards get their first run of the ball game. Number 15, Xander Worthy, first baseman for the Leopards, comes in and lets a breaking ball roll to the backstop. Gage Bellotti all the way around to third base. Worthy, a big kid, a lot of power. Worthy also a senior. He's a pitcher and a first baseman for the Leopards. Here's another fastball to him, a little high. Going to be called ball number 1. Excuse me, ball number 2. 2 balls and no strikes here in the bottom of the first. Here's a fastball, and it's in there belt high for strike number 1. Going to bring our count 2 balls and 1 strike with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Here's one belt high, going to be fouled over the backstop, going to even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Xander Worthy. Time will be called at the plate. Worthy thought Johnson was taking a little too long, got him out of his rhythm, so he calls time at the plate, and he'll step away. Quickly, he's back in there. Here's the pitch. It's a breaking ball. It's going to be driven out to right field. They're waving the runners. They're saying go, but it will be tracked down by Caden Donnelly, but not after 1 run comes across the plate. 1 hit, 1 man left on, and 1 run scored here in the bottom of the first. The Leopards lead. We're going to hear from one of our sponsors, State Bank, and we'll be right back with more Texarkana Game Day.
Providing excellent customer service while keeping everyone safe is a top priority here at State Bank. We are making your banking experience safer and easier with our new curbside banking program. Almost anything you need to do inside the branch can now be accomplished with curbside banking. Need to open an account, pick up a debit card, or hands-on help with mobile banking? Just pull into a designated curbside spot, call the number on the sign, and a State Bank team member will come assist you quickly. We are excited to bring you this convenience and are thankful to serve you. Your family, your bank, State Bank.
Welcome back to Leopard Field. It's Texarkana game day, and we are here for our first baseball action of the season. Tonight's broadcast being brought to you by one of our great sponsors, Gregor Auto Group. Are you in the market for a new auto? Gregor Auto Group is exceeding expectations from sales to service. Go view the wide selection offered by Gregor Auto Group at gregorauto.com. And so in the bottom of the first, a nice hit scores one run for the Leopards. They're up 1-0 as we head to the second inning. W.T. Jones remains on the mound for the Leopards. Number 19, Connor Carroll, he'll step into the plate. Dylan Goza takes one off of the finger, and so he'll shake that a little bit. It's cold out here, so that doesn't feel good, especially when it's cold. Number 19, Carroll, at the plate. He's the catcher for the Pirates. He has a big swing and a miss. It's going to bring our count to 2 balls and 1 strike. This one's going to be up the middle. Shortstop Cal Jones comes over. He throws across the diamond. That's going to be the first out of the inning.
Number 4, Colin Estes.
A nice play there by Cal Jones to come from his deep shortstop position. Third baseman Britton Pipes came across the diamond trying to make a good play. He couldn't quite get there. Shortstop Cal Jones comes up and barely gets it across the diamond in time to retire the first batter of the inning. So 1 out here in the top of the second. That's going to bring up number 4, Colin Estes. He's the center fielder for the Pirates tonight. First pitch from Jones is going to be in the dirt for ball number 1. If you're watching via Facebook or on the app, make sure you go over and like Texarkana Game Day on Facebook. Also go and download the free Texarkana Game Day app. You can watch games from all of schools that we cover from the Texarkana Game Day app. Now, we can only be one place at a time, so we cannot cover every school every night, but you can watch the games that we stream. This one going to be lifted out to center field. Blair, he's back. He loses it in the light. It's going to stick in the mud, and that's going to be a stand-up double for number 4, Colin Estes. That one was lifted up pretty high. Blair got turned around, then it stuck in the mud. That one's going to be scored a hit over the head of Blair. So 1 hit apiece for both teams here. The Leopards still lead 1-0, but we're only in the top of the second. A lot of baseball left here for you tonight. A cold, chilly night here in East Texas. I'm Brian Bolt. I appreciate you tuning in tonight here on Texarkana Game Day. We've actually got the boss, Morgan Smith, out here working tonight. It's good to see him out earning his pay. Second pitch to pitcher DeKylan Johnson. Going to be in there for a strike. Going to even up the count. 1 ball and 1 strike to Johnson. Estes stands on second. Here's a pitch. It's going to be driven down the third base line, but it will be foul. Makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Colin Estes with a nice stand-up double. He stands on second. The pitcher, DeKylan Johnson, he's at the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. W.T. Jones will step off the back of the mound. Make sure that Estes, who has a little speed, he's the center fielder for the Pirates. Make sure he's not running. So he goes to the plate, a nice breaking ball in the dirt, going to be swung on and missed. The throw will go down the first. He's going to be out at first, but the runner will advance over to third base. So Estes advances to third, but 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. If you're watching via Facebook, we appreciate you for tuning in. Comment where you're watching from and who your favorite leopard is. We'll see if we can give you a shout out live here on the air. Also, make sure you go and share this post. We appreciate everyone for tuning in here on Texarkana Game Day, our first broadcast of the year. First pitch, a fastball high for ball number 1. Second pitch going to be low and in the dirt, and here comes a run. We're going to be tied up here in the second inning. So a ball just getting in the dirt. Dylan Garza could not quite handle that one. It goes to the backstop, and Estes will score from third. We're knotted at 1 apiece here in the top of the second. W.T. Jones, his next one a little high, but swung on and missed. That's going to be strike number 2. We're even at 1 apiece, 1 hit apiece. The outfield a little sloppy here at Leopard Field tonight. If a ball gets too high, it sticks in the mud when it comes down. This one's going to be fouled over the first base dugout for strike number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the top of the second. Crouch at the plate. Here's the pitch to him. It's right back up the middle. W.T. Jones scoops it up over to Bellotti at first base, and that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. No runners left on and 1 hit. 1 run does score for the Pirates, and so we are tied at 1. We're headed to the bottom of the second, but not after a few words from some of our sponsors right here on Texarkana Game Day. Welcome back to Leopard Field. It's Texarkana Game Day, giving you some live baseball action here in East Texas. We appreciate you for tuning in. We're tied up as we head to the bottom of the second at 1 run apiece. We want to give a shout out to Terry Brooks, who's tuning in from Chattanooga, Tennessee. She's cheering for the Leopards and Gage Bellotti. We appreciate you for tuning in all the way over in Tennessee. Here's the first pitch of the bottom half of the second inning. Going to be high for ball number 1. Johnson still on the mound for the Pirates. Second pitch going to be fouled to the backstop. That's number 1, Dylan Garton. This one going to be fouled right over our head for strike number 2. Going to even up the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dylan Garton. I believe I've been calling him Garza all night. There is a Ron Garza. I apologize for that. Make a correction or catch it. That one's going to be a dead ball. That hit his helmet. So he's going to trot down to first base. That's number 1, Dylan Garton. He'll take the hit and trot down to first base. Going to bring up number 18, Ron Garza, the right fielder for the Leopards. DeKylan Johnson on the mound for the Pirates. Here's a bunt. It's going to be laid down, but it will be foul. Everyone will trot back to where they began at. So quickly, no balls and 1 strike. This one's going to be laid down, and it will roll foul as well. Quickly, 2 strikes. Number 1, catcher Dylan Garton, he is standing down at first base after he was hit by a pitch. Right fielder Ron Garza tries to lay down 2 bunts, not successful. He'll be swinging away here. No balls and 2 strikes. Here in the bottom of the 2nd inning, we're tied at 1. Here's the pitch. He swings away, and he sends it over and almost hits Coach Zach Fowler. It goes in the dugout. Nobody hit. That would have stung a little bit. Coach Fowler still has those cat-like moves. No balls, 2 strikes. Johnson on the mound. Johnson to the plate, a fastball. This one's going to be to the shortstop, Gidden. He scoops it up, throws it over to second. That's 1 out. Not going to be in time for the second. Shortstop Gidden scoops it up, throws it over to Cox for the first out.
Brings up the third baseman, number 13, Britton Pike.
The bottom of the 2nd. A little fan club here for Pipes, number 13. He is the 3rd baseman this year, Britton Pipes, for the Eylau Leopards. Pipes stands in his first pitch, a fastball, knee high for strike number 1. Temp getting a little down. Our producer, Cam, he's a little cold over here. I can hear his teeth chattering. 2nd pitch going to be high for ball number 1. Going to even up our count, 1 ball and 1 strike. If you're thirsty, make sure you go out, support one of our sponsors here from Texarkana Game Day. Go grab you an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. We appreciate all of our sponsors here at Texarkana Game Day, and we sure appreciate Dr. Pepper. There's a throw down to second, not nearly in time. That's going to be a stolen base for the Leopards. Ron Garza stands at second base, and he points over at Britton Pipes and says, "Here I am, drive me in." So 1 out here in the bottom of the 2nd, Britton Pipes with a 1 ball and 2 strike count. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It's low and in the dirt. And here goes Garza. A great jump by Garza. As soon as it was in the dirt, he took off. And now the runner in even better scoring position. Ron Garza, the right fielder for the Leopards, stands at 3rd base. Britton Pipes at the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A breaking ball. He pokes it to second base. They're coming home with it. The throw's high. They're going to score the 2nd run of the game. And Pipes goes all the way down to second. A nice hard shot by Britton Pipes over to the second baseman. They come home and overthrow it at the plate. Ron Garza scores the 2nd run for the Leopards. So just like that, LE breaks the tie, scores 1 run. Here in the bottom of the 2nd inning, 1 run in each of the innings so far for the Leopards. That's going to be number 4, Xander Hall. He squares around the bunt, pulls it back for ball number 1. Coach Fowler says 0-3-4. We all know what that is. He lays it down in a beautiful bunt right back to the pitcher, and he may make it there. It's going to go past the first baseman. It's going to score a run. But he slips and falls down on this wet turf here at Leopard Field. And so Xander Hall will lay down a beautiful bunt. It is counted as a hit, and so it should. A beautiful bunt that just rolled onto the grass in front of the plate. The catcher stayed at home. The runner was coming down. The pitcher could not quite get there, and then when he did get there, he slipped on the wet grass trying to get his footing under him, so he couldn't quite get it to first base, at least couldn't get a good throw to first base. He throws it a little short, and the Leopards score their third run of the ball game with one out here in the bottom of the second. Number 22, the leadoff man for the Leopards, will step to the plate. Cal Jones still having a meeting on the mound. Going to see what they want to do. While we've got a break, we want to make sure that we give our thanks to some of our sponsors. Some of our Game Time sponsors: Conterra, Dr. Pepper, Browning Homes, Express Employment, Kelly Ashbrook State Farm, Sports Magic, Livewire, Red River Lumber, Phone Pros, TXK Marketing, and Complete Computing Systems. Complete Computing Solutions. Want to make sure we get their name right. It's a little hard to see out here with, I didn't bring my glasses, so I'm trying to read in this dark out here. First pitch to Cal Jones, going to be fouled down the third base line for strike number one. No balls and one strike. Here to Jones. Mary Willingham giving a shout out to Xander Hall. We appreciate her for tuning in. And he's going to be safe down to second base. We speak his name, and there he goes, down to second base, Xander Hall. He's got some speed on him, and he steals his first base of the night. Number 22, Cal Jones, the shortstop for the Leopards, at the plate. Third pitch to him is going to be low for ball number two. 2 balls and 1 strike with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Kylan Johnson on the mound. He throws one a little outside. Cal Jones was going to lay down the bunt. He pulls it back, and that's ball number 3. 3 balls and 1 strike with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. 2 runs across the plate so far this inning for the Leopards. He's going to spin off the back of the mound and watch Xander Hall back to second base. Here's a 3-1 pitch. It's going to be high for ball number 4, and Cal Jones will trot down to first base. And so a runner on first and second for the Leopards. It's going to be number 7, W.T. Jones. Step up to the plate for the Leopards. First pitch to Jones, going to be driven out to center field. That's going to be down for a base hit. It may score 2. It's in the gap. Around comes Hall. They're waving him home. 2 will score. No throw. And W.T. Jones has got a 2-run double. 2 more runs score. That's going to make it 5 for the Leopards. They've got a good lead here in the bottom of the second, but a lot of baseball left to play. Scored 4 runs this inning, and here comes the coach. Looks like we're going to go to another option here. We'll wait to make sure that we get the official word before we go anywhere, but we do appreciate everyone for tuning in. Kristen Payton, she's cheering for the Leopards tonight. Rebecca Bayless, we appreciate you for watching on Texarkana Game Day, and even though we know that you would love to be here, it is cold, so it's probably warmer at home. Stephanie Goodman, we appreciate you for tuning in, as well as Chase Walker. And so we've got a new pitcher coming in the ball game. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be back with more Texarkana Game Day baseball action after these messages from our sponsors.
A shield against the elements, comfort in the midst of chaos, shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
In Arkansas, see Brian Bolt for a free insurance review.
If you're thinking of building or remodeling, start your project with Red River Lumber and the Design Center. Our full-line lumber yards are stocked with the building materials you need for your project. The Design Center offers doors and windows, flooring, cabinetry, countertops, appliances, and more. And our team will help guide your project every step of the way. Take advantage of our custom kitchen design service. We'll help visualize your project with a 3D rendering of how your new space will look. Red River Lumber and the Design Center is proud to be a Day One sponsor of Texarkana Game Day.
Welcome back to Leopard Field, where they have a commanding lead here in the bottom of the second inning. They're leading the Pine Tree Pirates 5-1 here on a chilly night in Texarkana, Texas. Tonight's broadcast being brought to you by Texana Bank. Texana Bank is your hometown bank built on a solid foundation, weathering each and every storm for over 100 years. Family owned and locally operated, and here to serve you and your family for 100 more. For all of your banking needs, visit Texana Bank. They're here today, here tomorrow. So we appreciate all of our sponsors here at Texarkana Game Day. We've got a lot of good sponsors that make sure that these kids have some good coverage around the Texarkana area, and so we appreciate them. If you're a business owner here in the Texarkana area and you're interested in being a sponsor for Texarkana Game Day, we got many levels, many options. If you'll reach out to TXK Marketing, that is where Texarkana Game Day is headquartered at. If you'll reach out to them, Morgan Smith and his staff would be happy to go over with some options and help us bring local high school athletics to people who can't be here to watch, even on these cold nights. So Gage Bellotti steps in. First breaking ball going to be in the dirt to him. So we've got Gage Bellotti, the designated hitter, at the plate.
His last name. Well, only reason I say that because it sounds.
Going to get you a name on the pitcher here shortly. Let me get over to my. It's going to be number 3, Matthew Loomis. Matthew Loomis on the mound for the Pirates now. Count even 1-1. A nice fastball, knee high. Going to be called for strike number 2 from Loomis. Bellotti in the hole. 1 ball and 2 strikes here in the bottom of the second. Loomis delivers a breaking ball. He checks his swing. Umpire said he did not go, so that'll go in the scorebook as a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A nice breaking ball there from Loomis. That ball getting away from the catcher did advance the runner over to third base. So 1 out, Gage Bellotti standing at the plate, a runner on third. Anything lifted to the outfield will score a run. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be fouled over the third base dugout for strike number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. To Gage Bellotti, anything just lifted deep into the outfield will more than likely score the run from third. Loomis on the mound for the Pirates. The 2-2 pitch to the plate. It's a breaking ball, and it's a little high there for ball number 3. Wasn't sure what the umpire was going to call there. He stepped back kind of quick. Wasn't sure exactly what he was going to call, but he calls it a ball. And it's a full count. The payoff pitch right down the middle. It's going to be driven foul by Gage Bellotti. He was expecting a breaking ball there, I believe. He was a little behind that curveball, or excuse me, that fastball there from Loomis. Matthew Loomis little smaller than the first pitcher we've seen, but he's got some gas on him. Here's the 3-2 pitch. It's a fastball. It's a little outside, and that's going to draw a walk for Bellotti. He'll trot down to first base. Runner,
Walk brings up the center fielder, number 3.
which is number 7, W.T. Jones, who drove in some runs just a minute ago. He stands on third base. Bellotti on first. 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Going to bring up number 3, Braylon Blair, center fielder for the Leopards. He squares around a bunt, and he lays down a beautiful one right down the first base line. They will get the out at first, but that's going to score a run. W.T. Jones comes across
Sacrifice bunt brings up the first baseman.
the plate for the 6th run of the game. So a nice job there. Doing his job, Braylon Blair. Not only is he a great outfielder, he's just a great young man. Like being around him, getting some good interviews after games. So we'll see if we might can hit him up tonight. In steps Xander Worthy, number 15. He's a big guy. That one's going to be a fastball right at the knees for strike number 1. Gage Bellotti down at second base. After the bunt by Blair. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. The Leopards lead 6-1. This one's going to be fouled out of play for strike number 2. So quickly Worthy in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. Rosalie Williams, Jason Murphy, and Blaine Puckett all cheering on the Leopards tonight, right now in a commanding lead. The 0-2 pitch to Worthy. Loomis on the mound. It's a breaking ball. Breaks in the dirt for the first ball of the at-bat for Xander Worthy. One ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. The 1-2 pitch from Loomis. It's a fastball, and it's fouled over the backstop. So no harm, no foul. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes as the Leopards lead. Have a pretty demanding lead. 6-1 here in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. It's about belt high. It'll be fouled to the backstop as well. Worthy battling at the plate. Got Gage Bellotti out there at second base. Gage Bellotti looks like he's trimmed down a little bit from last year, maybe put on a little speed. See if we get to see it here in a second. Here's the pitch from Loomis. It's a breaking ball. It's in the dirt, and Gage Bellotti's going to come all the way around, and when you talk about speed, there it is. The breaking ball's in the dirt, goes all the way to the backstop. The catcher could not quite find it, and so big Gage Bellotti, he comes all the way around from second base to score the 7th run of the game for the Leopards. And so Worthy steps back in with a 2-2 count. No runners on base, and so he'll just be swinging out of his shoes here. And he does for strike number 3. And so 6 runs scored, no men left on here in the bottom of the second. We're going to take a short break on this chilly night here in East Texas, but we'll be back with more baseball here on Texarkana Game Day.
A strong work ethic. Takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire good people. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills for the right jobs. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
Commercial services, electrical panel installation, circuit breaker installation, led by Master Technician Jay Strickland. and multiple specialty services.
Welcome back to our first baseball action of the year here on Texarkana Game Day. It's a cold one, but not for the Leopards. They're hot right now, leading 7-1 after 2 full innings of play. We're headed to the 3rd inning, and so I want to give a big shout out to one of our sponsors, Total Medical Supply. We appreciate them for
First baseman number 20.
helping out, and you can see on your screen there, they do quite a bit of stuff. I don't know if I can name all of that before we get back to baseball action, but Total Medical Supply, great sponsor here for Texarkana Game Day. We sure do appreciate you very much for giving us the opportunity to get these kids out here. So as we head to the top of the 3rd, I have a new pitcher in for the Leopards. Can't quite see who that is there, but we have got Jacob Hall at the plate. For the Pirates. Next off-speed pitch going to be down in the dirt. It's number 18, Ron Garza, on the mound for the Leopards. Nice lefty. Here's an off-speed pitch, going to be driven down the right field line, but just foul. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ron Garza on the mound for the Leopards. The 2-2 pitch from Garza in the dirt for ball number 3. And so the first batter that Garza faces is going to get in the full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch to the plate. It's a fastball. It's driven off the shoulder of the catcher. The umpire is going to go out, give him a little time to shake it off. Coach Fowler's going to come out and make sure he's okay. Took the foul ball off the shoulder. He appears to be okay, shaking it off. It's number 1, Dylan Garton, behind the plate for the Leopards. He's taken one off the hand, one off the shoulder, and it's early in the season, but that's what those catchers do. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Garza to the plate. It's an off-speed pitch right at the knees, and strike number 3. He sits down his first batter that he sees tonight.
Strikeout brings up number 1, Caden Donnelly.
First batter he sees, first strikeout of the night. 1 out. Here in the top of the 3rd. Leopards leave 7-1. Here's one going to be popped up on the infield. Cal Jones gets back. He calls it. He makes the catch. 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. Nice job by Cal Jones there to call everyone off. Go out into shallow left field to make the 2nd out of the inning. Garza, the lefty, to the plate for strike number 1 right at the knees. Number 7, the leadoff man, Dean McMillan. Second pitch, same spot, same result. No balls and 2 strikes from Garza. A quick 2 up and 2 down. And a quick 2 strikes. Garza to the plate. This one's going to be in the dirt. McMillan didn't chase, so he'll live for another pitch here. Garza, the junior left-hander. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the next one. Swung on and missed. 3 up, 3 down. No men left on. No runs. Will score for the Pirates. Eylau Leopards, they're on fire right now, but it's a chilly night here in Texarkana. We're going to take a short break, and we're coming back with the bottom half of the third inning right here on Texarkana Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Welcome back to Texarkana Game Day, where the Leopards lead 7-1 in our first baseball action of the season here at Leopard Field. The visiting Pine Tree Pirates are in town for tonight's action. We appreciate you for tuning in, and we appreciate the sponsors that make our broadcast happen. TXK Marketing, for all of your small and medium business marketing needs. Call TXK Marketing. TXK Marketing is locally owned and operated and can provide marketing plans, digital and graphic marketing. They are Google and Apple certified. They have a variety of VR. Let's see. I can't get that word out there. Can you? I can't even see it. Give them a call either way. TXK Marketing for all of your marketing needs at 903-824-3293. Next pitch is going to be swung on and missed. For strike number 2. Catcher Dylan Garton at the plate. This one going to be in the dirt. Looking to see what that word is. Videography is the word. Wasn't quite sure there. For all of your videography options. Wide variety. Yes, wide variety. That one's going to be fouled to the backstop. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to catcher Dylan Garton. Nice breaking ball right there, swung on and missed for the first out of the inning. Garton retired.
Brings up the pitcher, number 18.
Loomis on the mound for the Pirates. He's had a little more success since he's come in than what DeKylan Johnson did. He moves over to third base. First pitch low for ball number 1. It's number 18, Ron Garza, who's on the mound for the Leopards. Second pitch to him is going to be swung on and driven out into shallow center field, down for a base hit. Second baseman Cruz Cox, he tries to get over and make a diving catch but couldn't quite get there. So that's going to go down as the 4th hit for the Leopards tonight. It appears number 11, Crayson Battle. He's a senior. He'll come in for Britton Pipes. Here in the bottom of the 3rd. Ron Garza stands down at first base. They throw down to try to get him at first base. Not going to be in time. Garza, a nice hit to lead off the inning. Stands at first. Grayson Battle at the plate. He lays down a beautiful bunt right in the dirt. No chance at second, but they barely get him at first for the first out of the inning, but a nice bunt there by Battle. Coach put him in the ball game to lay down that bunt. Man, what a bunt did he lay down. He almost beat it out down to first base, but the ball just barely beats him there for the second out of the inning. So Ron Garza down at second base. He does advance. Number 4, Xander Hall, will step up to the plate. First pitch to Hall. Fastball in there knee high for strike number 1. Second pitch to Hall is going to be low for ball number 1. Going to even the count up 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitcher Ron Garza stands at second base. Time is called at the plate. Loomis almost delivers the ball. Has to stop himself. Loomis on the mound. He delivers. This one going to be a big swing and a big miss by number 4, Xander Hall. If he would have gotten a hold of that one, he may would have hit that one over the flag. But nonetheless, 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Loomis on the mound. He checks Garza. He comes to the plate. A nice breaking ball going to be fouled out of play for strike number 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, first baseball action here for Texarkana Game Day. It's a cold one tonight. The Leopards lead 7-1 as we're here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch. The runner did go, but the breaking ball is fouled out of play. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes for the 9-hole hitter, Xander Hall. Here's a pitch. It's right down the middle, swung on and missed. And that's out number 3. And so 1 hit, 1 man left on, and no runs scored. Here in the bottom of the 3rd, we're headed to the top of the 4th, and we'll be back with more chilly action right here on Texarkana Game Day.
Providing excellent customer service while keeping everyone safe is a top priority here at State Bank. We are making your banking experience safer and easier with our new curbside banking program. Almost anything you need to do inside the branch can now be accomplished with curbside banking. Need to open an account, pick up a debit card, or hands-on help with mobile banking? Just pull into a designated curbside spot, call the number on the sign, and a State Bank team member will come assist you quickly. We are excited to bring you this convenience and are thankful to serve you. Your family, your bank, State Bank.
Welcome back to Leopard Field, where the Leopards lead 7-1 as we head to the 4th inning. Tonight's broadcast being brought to you in part by Phone Pros, best phone repair business voted on by the local Texarkana people for 7 years running. Crack screen, battery problems? Head on over to Phone Pros at 4116 Gibson Lane in Texarkana, Texas, and let the pros take a look. First pitch of the 4th inning from Garza in there for strike number 1. Here's the second one. Same result. Going to be fouled over the backstop for strike number 2. Nice job by Garza, who has come in here. He came in the bottom of the 6th, the top of the 2nd. This one going to be poked down the first baseline, but foul. No balls and 2 strikes here in the top of the 4th inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's in there, but it's fouled off again over the first base dugout. Cruz Cox at the plate for the Pirates. He's the second baseman for the Pirates tonight. The lefty Garza on the mound. No balls and 2 strikes. Time's called at the plate. Just to recap, if you're just now joining us, in the first inning, the Leopards scored 1. The Pirates came back in the second inning and scored 1 to tie things up, but then here came the Leopards. They scored 6 in the bottom of the second, and that's where we're at now as we enter the top of the fourth. No one scored in the third inning. So the Leopards lead 7-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Garza to the plate. And this one is fouled down the first base line again. Cruz Cox fouling a couple down the first base line. And just not able to catch up with Garza's fastball so far. A little behind him. And he is fouling them down the first base line, and so that's a good thing if you're Garza. We'll see if he comes back right here with a nice breaking ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes as Cox steps back in. We've got some dry baseballs, and here's the 1-2 pitch. It's off speed, but it's high. Evens the count up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a breaking ball in the dirt for ball number 3, and so that's going to bring our count full. Ron Haskins tuning in on this chilly night here in East Texas, watching the Leopards as they have a demanding lead. The full count pitch a little high for ball number 4, and so the first walk for Garza.
That brings up number 14, Max Giddens.
As you can hear, that will bring up number 14, Max Giddens. He is the shortstop for the Pirates tonight. One man on, no outs. Garza to the plate, a fastball. It's laid down. It's going to be foul ball. That looked pretty close right there. It just got foul. Thought it was going to be a great bunt. Laid down there by Max Giddens. We've actually seen some really good bunts tonight. Some small ball being played here early in the season by both ball clubs. That one rolls foul. Going to be chalked up as strike number 1. Garza to the plate, a fastball in the dirt. Nice job there by Garton. Dylan Garton. It looks like he takes another lick. Not sure if that's off the hand or maybe off the inner thigh there. But it's cold, and anywhere you get hit with that hard baseball right now is going to sting a little bit more than normal. A runner over at first. The count, 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Garza goes over to first. Going to be tracked down by Worthy. No tag applied. So the runner will stay. Here's the pitch. It's going to be to the first baseman. He goes to second. There's 1 out. It's over to pitch of Garza, and there's your double play right there for 2 outs. Number 22, Cal Jones, thought that was the 3rd out of the inning. He was headed to the dugout.
Gorgeous double play brings up number 19.
Britton Pipes had to tell him, hold up, Slick. We got 1 more to go. He's a little chilly out there. He wants some hot chocolate, but nonetheless, that was a 3-6-1 double play. So 2 outs. Garza's first pitch fouled to the backstop for strike number 1. As going to bring up number 19, Connor Carroll. He's the catcher for the Pirates tonight. That one going to be outside for ball number 1. Not your usual double play there, the 3-6-1 double play. 1-1 count with 2 outs. Garza, he's to the plate. It's a fastball. It's low and inside for ball number 2. We appreciate you for tuning in here on a Monday night for some baseball action here on Texarkana Game Day. Zach Doty, he's tuning in. We appreciate him. One pops straight up in the air. Not sure who's going to get it. Cal Jones comes over and calls everybody off, and that one, sir, is number 3. You can head to the dugout. So no hits, 1 man left on. No runs scored here in the top of the 4th. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th. We're going to take a little break, but we'll be right back with more action here at Leopard Field.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire good people. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills for the right jobs. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
Commercial services, electrical panel installation, circuit breaker installation, led by Master Technician Jay Strickland, and multiple specialty services.
Welcome back to Leopard Field here on the beautiful campus of Liberty Eylau High School, where they lead the Pine Tree Pirates by a score of 7-1. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Browning Homes. Are you looking to build on your land or interested in a new construction home in a great local neighborhood? Browning Homes can help. They currently have homes available in the beautiful Mallard Pond subdivision. Get with Kevin Brown today. Give him a call over at 903-793-1739 and start your adventure towards your dream home with Browning Homes. They've got some nice houses going up over there in the Mallard Pond subdivision. I've seen some of them. They're very, very nice. If you're interested in one of those, you better give Kevin a call. They're not going to last long. If you're not wanting to live over there and you just got some land you want to build on, he's the guy to call. Nice, nice custom homes that Kevin and his crew does. So give Browning Homes a call. Again, that number's 903-793-1739. So here as we enter the bottom of the 4th inning, going to bring up number 22, the leadoff man, Cal Jones, for the Leopards. Loomis still on the mound. 2 balls and 1 strike. We appreciate Zach Doty and Cullen Schoen for tuning in. Cullen works over at one of our great sponsors, State Bank. Here's a 1-2 pitch. This was going to be down for a base hit, and here comes Cal Jones, and he's going to try to stretch it into a double, and he'll make it. Cal Jones with the speed. And that ball right over the first baseman's head, and that ground out there, when we talk about it being real wet, it just hit the ground and stopped halfway between the first baseman and the right fielder. No one could get to it. And, man, the first base coach over at first base, I'm not sure what his name is, but I'll find out for next game. But he was waving him to go from the very first step out of the box. What a great call by the first base coach for the Leopards. Going to bring up number 7, W.T. Jones. He swings at a high fastball for strike number 1. Cal Jones stands down at second base. The Leopards lead 7-1. Loomis on the mound. Here's a fastball from him, knee high for strike number 2. Quickly, W.T. Jones in a hole. No balls and 2 strikes. The Leopards lead 7-1 here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch from Loomis. The runner goes, and it's going to be fouled out of play. Cal Jones, the speedy Cal Jones. If he would have gotten a base hit there, Cal Jones was almost to third base before he made contact. He would have scored easily. Loomis to the plate. This one's going to be down to first base. He's going to pick it up and get the out at first, but they've got to watch Cal Jones, who advances over to third base. A nice job by W.T. just to put it into play to advance the runner. 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 4th, Gage Bellotti steps up to the plate. A nice job tonight by the Leopards when they've got runners on base, just moving those runners around. Of course, you can see they've scored 7 runs so far, but they've done a really good job of just putting the ball in play to move the runners. And in high school baseball, that's something that you've got to be able to do to win baseball games, whether it's huge baseball hits or anything, huge hits. You just got to be able to put the baseball in play, and so a good job by the Leopards. Second pitch to Bellotti. He'll foul over the backstop. Going to even up the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here in the bottom of the 4th. 1 out. W.T. Jones stands at third base. Anything lifted into the outfield, Cal will score easily. There's a breaking ball. It hangs up high. It will be called for strike number 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Bellotti. A high fastball. He'll hold off. For ball number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. To Gage Bellotti, who is the designated hitter tonight. Here's a 2-2 pitch. It's driven down the first base line, and that'll be a nice play by the first baseman, but not in time to get the speedy Cal Jones coming home. He'll score the 8th run of the game for the Leopards, and so just like that, how we were talking just a minute ago about Gage Bellotti and the Leopards just putting the ball in play tonight. Just a great job by them to score. That brings up number 3, the center fielder, Braylon Blair. He's got some speed as well. Quickly in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. A nice off speed, a breaking ball there by Loomis. Loomis has got some junk. He showed it so far. 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 4th, Loomis steps off. Going to gather himself. No balls and 2 strikes to Braylon Blair. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's a fastball swung on and missed, and that's going to be the last out of the 4th inning. No runs left on. 1 run is scored, though, and the Leopards lead 8-1. We're going to take a short break, and we're headed back for more action here at Leopard Field. The 5th inning's coming. Welcome back to Leopard Field, where they lead the Pine Tree Pirates 8-1. We're headed to the top of the 5th inning. Tonight's broadcast. And the 5th inning brought to you by Kelly Ashbrook State Farm, with 2 locations in Texarkana and Atlanta. Kelly Ashbrook State Farm is here for all of your home, auto, and life insurance needs. With a fully licensed staff, Kelly and her team are ready to serve you and your family. Serving the 4 states area, contact Kelly Ashbrook State Farm. So as Kelly Ashbrook takes us into the 5th inning, the first pitch is going to be high for ball number 1. 1 ball and no strikes. See if I can get a number on that there. Ron Garza still on the mound, the lefty for the Leopards. 1 ball and 1 strike. It's going to be off the glove of Garza. Here comes Cal Jones. He gets it across. Let's see what it's called. It's safe at first base. Almost in time. A nice play there by Cal Jones coming across. Man, that's a big-time play right there by him. Even though the call was safe, just a great play from him, coming so deep in the hole from his shortstop position off the glove. The ball was not moving very fast after it tipped off the glove of Garza. Man, a great job right there, really showing the speed and the arm strength there of Cal Jones. But he's safe at first. Going to bring up number 10, DeKylan Johnson. Off-speed pitch outside for ball number 1. It's number 4, Colin Estes, that stands at first base. Here's a pitch from Garza. It's an off-speed pitch outside, but swung on and missed for strike number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Garza steps off and throws over to first base, not in time. Going to be safe at first. 1 ball and 1 strike to Johnson. Johnson was the starting pitcher tonight for the Pirates. Gave up quite a few runs before he was pulled. Garza to the plate. This one's going to be laid down. A beautiful bunt. Garza's going to pick it up. He'll just go to first. And he'll get the first out of the inning at first base. Looks like we're going to have a discussion about the play over at first. It was not really a close play, but it was close where Worthy pulled his foot off the bag a little quicker. The umpire saying the ball was there first. And the coach is saying he doesn't think so. So we'll have a little discussion about it there. Again, our 5th inning being brought to you tonight by Kelly Ashbrook State Farm. For all of your auto, home, and life needs, give Kelly and her crew a call. She's got a great, fully licensed crew, 2 locations.
Number 15, Nick Crouch.
So nonetheless, coach doesn't get the call overturned. He's out at first base. Runner will advance to second. Garza's first pitch low for ball number 1. That's going to bring up number 15, Nick Crouch, for the Pirates. Garza spins and throws it into center field, but the runner will not advance. A nice job there by Braylon Blair. He knew the call was being made for the spin move there, and he was right there on top of it, keeping the runner at second base. Garza to the plate, a fastball under the knees for ball number 2. Garza, the lefty, on the mound, had some success since he's been in. No runs scored. Here's an off-speed pitch, going to be high to Crouch. But quickly, This is the first batter we've seen Garza get in trouble. He's in the hole, 3 balls and no strikes. First base is open. Garza off-speed pitch. It's going to be through the gap. That's out into left field. The runner's waved around. The throw's going to come. It's going to be cut off, though. And it'll never make it to the plate. And number 4, Colin Estes will come in and score for the Pirates. Second run of the night. So the Leopards still lead 8-2. But the Pirates strike first here in the top of the 5th inning. Number 20, Jacob Hall, steps up to the plate. Crouch down to first base, draws the walk. 1 out. Garza to the plate. Off-speed pitch, high for ball number 1. To the plate, low leg kick, going to be high for ball number 2. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Garza to the plate, a fastball. This one's driven way deep. It's going back all the way to the wall, and it's going to be off the wall, and the runners are running. I think they thought the ball may have gone out, and it went all the way to the wall. And a diving right fielder for the Leopards could not quite get there. And so the Pirates having some luck here in the top of the 5th. They've scored 1 already, 1 out, but there's a runner on second and third. And Worthy is going to come to the mound. We're going to take a short break. We're going to have some field changes here, some position changes, and so we're going to try to get all of our position changes corrected. And we're going to try to warm up here with a little hot chocolate, me and Cam. And so we'll be back right here with the rest of the top of the 5th inning here on Texarkana Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Welcome back here on Texarkana Game Day. We're live at Leopard Field here on the campus of Liberty Eylau High School. Actually, I'm going to correct myself. We're on the campus of Liberty Eylau Middle School. That's where their baseball field is. So we are down here. Some upgrades they made to the baseball field this year. They've got that nice apron. It's got the LE logo and says Leopards around the back of the home plate dirt. Looks nice. Coach Fowler always does a great job taking care of this field, him and his crew. So really nice upgrades here to Leopard Field. We're back here in the top of the 5th inning. And Xander Worthy comes to the mound for the Leopards. Designated hitter Gage Bellotti will come into the ball game over at first base. So Worthy on the mound, his first pitch in there for a strike. Second pitch going to be laid down for a bunt. And here it comes home, and he's going to be safe at the plate. So Worthy gives up a run there on a nice bunt. He tries to flip it to the catcher. Not in time, and so they score another run. It's going to be the Leopards are going to lead still 8-3 here in the top of the 5th. But another man on for the Pirates. And one man moves over into scoring position at third base. One out. Worthy on the mound. Bellotti at first. Worthy to the plate. A breaking ball called for strike number one. And the throw down to second is wild. A run will score. And number one, Caden Donnelly, will make it all the way around to third base on the wild throw from Garton. And so 8-4 now here in the top of the fifth. Worthy on the mound. Coach calls time. He wants to talk with number 7, the leadoff man, Dean McMillan. So 3 runs scored here in the top of the fifth so far by the Pirates. They're cutting into the lead of the Leopards here. Only 1 out. No balls and 1 strike to McMillan. Here's the second one. It's laid down the first baseline. Another run will score, but the second out of the inning will be gotten over at first base. And so
that brings up number 8.
If you turn this baseball game off earlier because you thought there was no action, you might need to call your friends and let them know we've got a ball game. It's 8-5 here in the top of the fifth. Worthy to the plate. It's going to be low and outside for ball number 1. Our first action of the year here on Texarkana Game Day. It's a chilly night here at Leopard Field. Second pitch going to be high for ball number 2. 2 balls and no strikes to number 19, Connor Carroll. Three balls, no strikes from Worthy. Here's a pitch outside for ball number 3. Excuse me, that was number 8. Cruz Cox for the Pirates. He trots down to first base. 2 outs. The Pirates have scored 4 runs here in the top of the fifth. It's the first inning they really got anything going here, and they're back in this ball game. The Leopards still lead 8-5, but they're right back in this ball game. The 6th run standing on first base. 7th run at the plate. First pitch from Worthy in there for strike number 1 to Max Giddon. Giddon, the shortstop tonight for the Pirates. Second pitch, a breaking ball, called for strike number 1, and the throw goes down to second base, and he's going to be out. And so 2 hits, 1 man left on, and 4 runs score for the Pirates here in the top of the fifth. We're going to head to the bottom of the 5th inning, and we've got a ball game as we've got big fans showing up here at Leopard Field. We'll be back with more for Game Day baseball right here on Texarkana Game Day. Welcome back to Leopard Land. We're here on the beautiful campus of Liberty Eylau Middle School, where we've got a ball game, folks. The Leopards lead 8-5 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by State Bank, your local bank for all of your personal and business banking needs. Visit statebankofdecab.com or stop by any of their various locations. State Bank, your family, your bank. We appreciate all of our sponsors here at Texarkana Game Day. We also want to make sure that we let you know about the Texarkana Game Day app. If you have not gone over and downloaded the Texarkana Game Day app, it's free, and you can stay up on all of your local high school athletic news and events, and you can watch all of our broadcasts on Texarkana Game Day. You can also sign up to get notifications when your favorite school has a live broadcast or has a score update. You can get those straight to your phone, where you can stay up on all of your local Texarkana high school athletic events. So number 15, Xander Worthy, he come in to pitch for the Leopards, and he's at the plate now. He sends one down the first base line, but it's going to be foul. Worthy at the plate. Garton, the catcher, on deck. Ron Garza will follow. The 1-1 pitch to the plate from Loomis, a breaking ball in the dirt for ball number 2. The Leopards score 6 runs in the second to pull away. And then right back in the top of the 5th inning, here come the Pirates, scoring 4 and making this a ball game. We've got an 8-5 game right now with our pitcher for the Leopards at the plate. Xander Worthy, he's got a 2-2 count on him. Loomis delivers to the plate a breaking ball right across the knees, but it's inside for ball number 3, full count to Xander Worthy. Loomis, a fastball, it's popped out of play. So our count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes here in the bottom of the 5th inning on this cool night here in Texarkana, Texas. First outing for the Texarkana Game Day baseball crew. Here's the payoff pitch. It's going to be fouled, just out of play. A nice job by Worthy just to get a piece of it to stay alive. Looking for a pitch he can drive. If he can get it out in the gap, in the outfield's so soggy, if he can just get it in a gap, more than likely it'll get down. Here's a breaking ball. He fouls off. Worthy still fighting. Make sure you share this post, so since we've actually got us a ball game going on now, some folks may want to tune back in, and so make sure you share it. The 3-2 pitch to the plate, a fastball under the knees, going to be called ball number 4, and Worthy, the leadoff man of the bottom of the 5th inning for the Leopards, trots down to first base, and just as we figured, he will be pulled out of the ball game. That will be number 12, Hunter Morse, who will come in to run for the pitcher, Worthy. So that's Dylan Garton, squares around a bunt. He misses it. The throw down to first base, not in time. Morse back in safely. Not sure if he called that pitch a ball or a strike. I believe he kept the bat out there. I believe he missed it. Yes, he did give the signal it was a strike. So no balls and 1 strike. He lays this one down. Not going to have a chance at second, but he throws it to first for the first out of the inning. So Dylan Garton, the catcher for the Leopards, will put it down the first base line, and that will advance the runner Morse over to second. That's going to bring up number 18, Ron Garza. Garza going to slick some of that hair back that he's got going on there. Step back into the plate. Morse on second. Loomis on the mound. He delivers. Going to lay down another bunt, but it'll roll foul. There's a lot of people out there that don't like small ball. I'm not one of them. I really enjoy watching the art of baseball, and we have seen 5 or 6 or 7 bunts so far in this game, and most of them have been really good bunts. Won't be surprised to see another try here by Garza to lay one down. No balls and 1 strike. Loomis to the plate. He thinks about it, but he pulls it back for ball number 1. Going to even up the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. As we expected, Coach Fowler just wanting to get his runners around. Garza squares the bunt, and he's going to foul that one to the backstop. He won't be bunting now. 1 ball and 2 strikes. He slaps himself on the helmet. He knew that that one was the one to get down. So Morse on second. Garza at the plate. Loomis on the mound. Loomis to the plate. A fastball swung on and missed for strike number 3. That's going to be the second out of the inning. Loomis doing a great job since he's come in for the Pirates. A smaller guy than the starting pitcher that we saw in Johnson for the Pirates, but nonetheless, he's got just as much junk and maybe even a little more velocity. Here's a fastball, first pitch, going to be fouled to the backstop for strike number 1. That's Grayson Battle, who is in the ball game now. The umpire calls time. He's going to come over and get the foul ball. Catcher will trot out. That's Carroll. Trot out to talk to Loomis and get everything under control. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Loomis to the plate. That one's going to hit him, and Battle's going to trot down to first base. 2 men on here in the bottom of the 5th inning. For the Leopards, Grayson Battle, a good job by him. He's a senior outfielder for the Leopards. Takes one off the shoulder and trots down to first base. Battle in for Britton Pipes. Number 4, Xander Hall steps up to the plate. Runner on first and second. Loomis, fastball knee high for strike number 1. No balls and 1 strike. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's one. That one's going to get down. It's going to score 1. It might score 2. They're coming around. He's going to wave him. He's going to stop him at third. Nope. He waves it off. He's coming home. Battle goes all the way around from first base. The cutoff man dropped the ball, and Battle, with the hustle, goes all the way around from first base and scores. And just like that, 2 runs are scored by the Leopards with 2 outs. And a nice job by Xander Hall with the left fielder shaded over into the gap. Xander Hall puts one right down the line, and they take advantage. So Hall stands on second. Loomis first pitch in the dirt. Hall not going to advance. A good job by Carroll there to block the pitch from going to the bat stop. That's going to bring up the leadoff man, number 22, Cal Jones. Loomis, fastball in the dirt, not picked up. And Xander Hall, another nice play. He ends up down at third, and so just like that, Cal Jones has a runner in scoring position. By the way, I want to let everyone who is watching know you can go on our feed beginning in the top of the 6th inning. You can go and you can place your vote for our player of the game. Go in our comment section here on our live feed. Cast your vote for our player of the game. At the end of the ball game,
Brings up number 7.
we will name our Commercial National Bank player of the game. Commercial National Bank, we appreciate them. They are our scoreboard sponsor each and every night for football, baseball, any kind of ball. Commercial National Bank is the scoreboard sponsor for all of Texarkana Game Day, and we appreciate them for being such a big part of Texarkana Game Day. And so we're going to have a meeting of the minds out at the mound again. Go in our comment section. Do not go right now. No votes will be counted until the 6th inning. So starting in the top of the 6th inning, you can go and shoot us a name and who you think should be the Commercial National Bank player of the game. So we appreciate everyone that's tuning in. Here on a cold, chilly night, the first time out for the Texarkana Game Day baseball crew tonight. So we're out here working cameras, working computers, trying to get all the names right. So we appreciate everyone from tuning in. I want to make sure that we let you know again, if you're interested in a sponsorship opportunity with Texarkana Game Day, make sure you give TXK Marketing a phone call. That is where the home or the headquarters of Texarkana Game Day is, and we would love to speak with you about a marketing opportunity. No matter how big or how small, if you want to contribute to Texarkana Game Day and making an opportunity for our local high schools to be broadcast, so people that aren't able to make it out to the game for whatever reason can watch their kids and grandkids from home. If you're interested in that, give them a call over at TXK Marketing. We've got some kind of plan for you. So there's a big swing and a miss, and that's going to be it for the 5th inning. So 2 men left on, 2 hits and 2 runs scored. Here in the bottom of the 5th, we're headed to the 6th inning right here on Texarkana Game Day. We'll be back on this chilly night.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire good people. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills for the right jobs. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
Commercial services, electrical panel installation, circuit breaker installation, led by Master Technician Jay Strickland, and multiple specialty services.
Welcome back to Leopard Land, where the Leopards lead 10-5 over the visiting Pine Tree Pirates as we enter the top of the 6th inning, and voting is open for our player of the game, our Commercial National Bank player of the game. This 6th inning being brought to you today by Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital. With their experienced physicians and great personal care, Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital is your superior choice for minor and major emergency needs. Stop by and see Dr. Young and his staff, or give them a call at 903-838-8000. Real care, real convenience, real capabilities. That's Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital. So we appreciate them being a sponsor of Texarkana Game Day. That one's chopped down the third base line, and it is going to be thrown over the glove of Gage Bellotti. So number 4, Xander Hall, he's moved over to the third base position. Brenton Pipes
Number 19
came out, and so Hall, his first throw across the diamond tonight, just a little high for Gage Bellotti. So the leadoff man for the Pirates will stand on first base. the first error of the night chalked up for the Leopards. We appreciate all of our sponsors here at Texarkana Game Day. Again, if you're thirsty, go out and grab you a Dr. Pepper. A nice ice-cold Dr. Pepper. We appreciate them for being a sponsor of Texarkana Game Day. Along with Conterra, Browning Homes, Express Employment, Kelly Ashbrook State Farm, Sports Magic, Livewire, Red River Lumber, Foam Pros, TXK Marketing, Complete Computing Solutions, and another base hit right down the third base line. And the second hitter of the sixth inning will be on first base. So the first two of the sixth inning going to stand on base. Going to bring in a runner for the catcher over at first base. So a runner on first, a runner on second. Worthy still on the mound for the Leopards. Four runs scored by the Pirates in the top of the fifth, 2 in the bottom by the Leopards. Here's a bunt laid down. It's going to be over to first in time for the first out of the inning. The fans don't like the call, but that will be the first out of the inning for the Leopards. The runners will advance to second and third. It's going to bring up the starting pitcher for the Pirates tonight. That's DeKylan Johnson. He's a big kid that stands at the plate. If he gets a hold of one, might score both. Here's an off-speed pitch in there for strike number 1. Second pitch from Worthy. Going to be in the dirt for ball number 1. Going to even up the count, 1 ball and 1 strike to Johnson. Worthy, a fastball right down the middle for strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here in the top of the 6th inning. Xander Worthy on the mound for the Leopards. He collects himself to the plate, an off-speed pitch. He checks his swing. The umpire says he did not go, but a nice job by Garton there to jump up and make the tag just in case. Cannot appeal with the umpire out in the middle of the field. So no appeal. That'll take the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Worthy from the stretch. He drops the ball at the mound, and that actually keeps the runner at third base. So Worthy bobbled the ball. If it would have been clean, I believe the runner from third would have come home, but he stopped because the ball was bobbled, so it actually worked in Worthy's favor. So 2 outs. Here in the top of the 6th inning, Worthy still on the mound. Runners on second and third. That one in there for strike number 2. Strike number 1. No balls and 1 strike. Here's a pitch. It's in the dirt, but a nice job by Garton to block that one. Crouch at the plate, striking out the last time he was up. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Big number 20, Jacob Hall, stands on deck. Here's a fastball off the glove of Garton, and another run will score. It will advance a runner over to third base. 2 balls and 1 strike to number 15, Nick Crouch. Every time you think that the Leopards are putting them away, the Pirates creep back. Here's one right down the third base line. Hall, it's under Hall's land. Under his legs. And so right through the legs of Hall over at third base, and right down the third base
Number 20,
white stripe that it rolls, and that'll score another run. And that will be an error on the third baseman there. And the Pirates still hanging around. The Leopards lead 10-7. Number 20, Jacob Hall, steps up to the plate, a runner on first base. Gage Bellotti holds him on. Worthy on the mound. He'll go to the plate, a fastball knee high for strike number 1. No balls and 1 strike from the stretch. Worthy to the plate. Another fastball. Right knee high. It's going to be fouled over the backstop for strike number 2. So the Pirates using every ounce and every out. And so they tried to get 4 outs, but they only needed 3, and down on strikes goes Hall. And so 1 man left on, 2 hits, and 2 runs will score here in the top of the 6th for the visiting Pirates. But the Leopards are coming to back. We'll be right back right after these words from our sponsors.
Providing excellent customer service while keeping everyone safe is a top priority here at State Bank. We are making your banking experience safer and easier with our new curbside banking program. Almost anything you need to do inside the branch can now be accomplished with curbside banking. Need to open an account, pick up a debit card, or hands-on help with mobile banking? Just pull into a designated curbside spot, call the number on the sign, and a State Bank team member will come assist you quickly. We are excited to bring you this convenience and are thankful to serve you. Your family, your bank, State Bank.
Welcome back to Leopard Field here on the campus of, let's see, I keep wanting to say the high school, but we're at the Liberty Eylau Middle School, but this is the home of their high school baseball team, the Liberty Eylau Leopards. And we've got a ball game, folks, at the bottom of the 6th. The Leopards lead 10-7, and the Pirates, they just won't go away. They scored 2 there in the top of the 6th. This bottom of the 6th inning is going to be brought to you by Total Medical Supply. We appreciate them for being a sponsor of Texarkana Game Day. If you need any medical supplies, give them a call over at Total Medical Supply. And so it's 7:55, and it's getting a little chilly out. Brian Bolt with Texarkana Game Day here. Got a few cameras around, got a producer on the camera. People around every which way. It's 48 degrees. No wind, no rain in sight, but cold toes and getting the sniffles.
Number 23, Gage Bellotti.
But we've got at least 6 more outs here of this ball game remaining. And so Gage Bellotti, the designated hitter who is coming the ball game now, playing first base, he'll step up for the 4th time tonight. First pitch to Bellotti, going to be fouled over the backstop for strike number 1. Number 19, Connor Carroll will go to the mound. believe that's number 19. I'm not sure I can see his number. Nope, that's 15. He's still in there. There's a breaking ball, and it's going to break high. It'll hang for ball number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Number 19, Connor Carroll, is still behind the plate. Here's another fastball swung on and missed by Bellotti for strike number 2. It's number 15, Nick Crouch, who started out in left field. He's our pitcher, has been for the last inning. Here's a real off-speed pitch, a funky delivery there by Crouch. Almost got Bellotti, but he fouls it to the backstop for strike number 2. Just a different delivery there from Crouch. Almost fooled Gage Bellotti. The 1-2 delivery, it's a high fastball for ball number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Crouch delivers to the plate. There's a breaking ball. It's going to be lifted out into left field. And the shortstop, Max Gidden, will get out under it for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Center fielder, number 3, Braylon Blair, will step up to the plate. Blair got a lot of speed on him. Anytime he hits the base path, it's hard to get him out. A lot of stolen bases for him. First pitch, fastball in the dirt for ball number 1. Again, it is the 6th inning. Our voting is open. If you want to comment who you think should be the player of the game, put that in our comment section. If you really want to get their vote to catch our attention, tell us why. Tell us why you think they're the player of the game. Braylon Blair. The 1-1 pitch going to be lifted out to right field. Donnelly under it. It's going to be foul. Donnelly couldn't quite make the catch, and it will drop foul. So Braylon Blair, who, as we said, had a lot of speed, he was almost to second base already. He'll come back across the pitcher's mound and head back to the batter's box with a count of 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lots of runs scored here tonight. If you're a baseball fan that likes to see runs scored, we've had 17 runs so far, and we've still got some baseball left. So Braylon Blair, 1 ball and 2 strikes. He's at the plate. Here's the pitch to him. It's an off speed. It's going to be fouled out of play. There was that funky delivery from that off-speed pitch there again from Crouch. Almost got Blair. This one going to be lifted out into shallow right field. Donnelly under it. Donnelly makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 up and 2 down for the Pirates. Xander Worthy steps up to the plate for the Leopards here at Leopard Field, where they lead 10-7 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch to him, a breaking ball that never quite breaks. Going to be for ball number 1. A nice, cool Monday night. Weather breaking down into the 40s. Here's a fastball. This one's going to be driven deep out into right field over the head. Worthy's rounding first. He's trying to get on his horse. He's going to make it to second base. That cold weather had the wagon pulling pretty slow there for the big fella. The wheels just did not want to turn for him. He moves a whole lot better than what I do, though. But nonetheless, it's a stand-up double for the pitcher. Xander Worthy, a nice job by him. He actually slowed down at first base. He thought that he wasn't going to be able, but the coach was waving him, and when he finally hit that dirt, he put it into overdrive and got it on down to second base. And so a 2-out double by Worthy here in the bottom of the 6th inning. He'll be replaced with a runner out at second base. That's number 12, Hunter Morse, who will come in and run once more for Worthy. First pitch to Garton will be in there outside for ball number 1. The second pitch going to be swung on and fouled down the first base line. Going to even up the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. The Pirates going to be down to their last 3 outs unless they can score 3 runs. Crouch going to spin around, fake the throw to second base. Morse will slide back in safely. Crouch to the plate, the fastball low in the dirt. And Morse, not a very good jump there. And that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. Morse thought that the ball got away from the catcher. It did not, and he threw him out by a long ways. And so 1 hit, 1 man left on, and no runs scored in the bottom of the 6th by the Leopards. We're heading to the final inning right here on Texarkana Game Day. Don't go anywhere. We got more baseball action right here at Leopardland.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
All right, welcome back to Leopard Field here in Texarkana, Texas on a cold Monday night for our first baseball action of the season. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Gregor Auto Group. You in the market for a new auto? Gregor Auto Group is exceeding expectations from sales to service. Go view the wide selection offered by Gregor Auto Group at gregorauto.com. Everyone, make sure that you stick around. Also, we'll be naming our Commercial National Bank Player of the Game right after the finish of tonight's ball game. And if 3 runs are not scored here in the top of the 7th, that will be our ball game. And so the Leopards lead 10-7 as we enter the final inning of tonight's contest. And one Jones brother will start and another Jones brother will finish. We're not talking about George Jones either. We've got Cal Jones up. Second pitch in there for a strike, first and second. No balls and 2 strikes. Cal Jones on the mound for the Leopards to finish up tonight. Here's his third pitch. 1, 2, 3, same response.
Strikeout brings up number 7.
That's going to be the first strikeout of the night for Cal Jones, the first batter that he faced, and that'll be the first out of the top of the 7th inning. 2 outs away from a win. His 4th pitch, not going to be a strike, so he almost had every pitch of the night be a strike. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one's a strike, fouled to the backstop. Evens the count up 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. A breaking ball in the dirt, not a bad pitch there, but he did not chase. It'll bring our count to 2 balls and 1 strike from Cal Jones. Number 7, the leadoff man, Dean McMillan, at the plate for the Pirates. A pitch low and outside for ball number 3. So 3 balls and 1 strike to McMillan. There's another low strike there. That's going to be ball number 4. McMillan wanted to stay and bat a little bit. They're going to send him down to first base nonetheless.
Brings up number 8, Cruz Cox.
And so a runner on first base, the Pirates down to their last 2 outs. And a nice pickoff move, but Cal Jones going to throw it away. And he's going to stretch it all the way around to third base. And not going to be in time. So some nice aggressive base running by McMillan. And the 8th run for the Pirates stands on third base with 1 out. And some life coming from the Pine Tree dugout. First time we've heard them tonight. Coach Fowler's going to call time. He wants to talk to his infield. I tell you what, we're going to take a break with him. It's cold. We need to give our sponsor some love, so we're going to take a break with him, and we'll be back for the final action here from Leopardland.
Providing excellent customer service while keeping everyone safe is a top priority here at State Bank. We are making your banking experience safer and easier with our new curbside banking program. Almost anything you need to do inside the branch can now be accomplished with curbside banking. Need to open an account, pick up a debit card, or hands-on help with mobile banking? Just pull into a designated...
Welcome back to the Leopard Field, which we just heard one of the players refer to it as the jungle. So welcome back to the jungle. 2 pitches from Cal Jones to this batter, number 8, Cruz Cox, and 2 strikes. And so the Leopards got a little pep talk from Coach Fowler, and they're pumped up. The 0-2 pitch. Knee high, but outside for ball number 1. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Our right fielder. He says, welcome to the jungle, and we'll just see what happens here. The Leopards lead 10-7 here in the top of the 7th. The Pirates down to their last 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch. A breaking ball in there, and that's strike number 3 for the 2nd out of the inning here. And so the Pirates down to their last out. A runner stands on third. Number 14, the shortstop, Max Gidden, will step up to the plate. Cal Jones, he's pumped up. The outfielders, they're pumped up, cheering on their pitcher. First pitch from him, a breaking ball, and a nice one it is. In there for strike number 1. Next fastball going to be low for ball number 1. Evens the count up 1 ball and 1 strike. Two outs here in the top of the 7th. There's a fastball knee high right on the corner for strike number 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Pirates not only down to their last out, down to their last strike. Cal Jones, he rears back. There's a breaking ball, but it's in the dirt for ball number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Don't forget, we'll take a short break right after the last pitch. We'll get one commercial in, and then we'll name our commercial National Bank Player of the Game before we get out of here at this cold baseball field tonight. The 2-2 pitch from Cal Jones, a short windup. And that one's going to be fouled over the backstop. Cal Jones, a little bit of a different delivery there, trying to fool the batter. The 2-2 pitch. It's a breaking ball in the dirt, a nice pitch right there, but the batter did not chase it. So it's going to bring our count 3 balls and 2 strikes. Cal Jones doesn't have to do anything crazy here. He's got first base open. So here's a fastball, swung on and missed, and that's the ball game. Your Leopards win 10-7 over the visiting Pine Tree Pirates. 7 hits for the Leopards tonight. We're going to take a short break, 1 commercial break, and then we're coming back and we're going to name our commercial National Bank Player of the Game. We'll be right back.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire good people. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills for the right jobs. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
All right, we're back here at Leopardland, and we're going to name our commercial National Bank Player of the Game. And tonight, we're going to have 2. The Jones brothers together will be our commercial National Bank Players of the Game. One started, one finished. They both had some base hits, some strikeouts. They played well in the field, some great stops and throws by Cal Jones over at shortstop. And so tonight, instead of just one brother, we're going to give it to both brothers, Cal and W.T. Jones, our commercial National Bank Players of the Game. We appreciate everyone for tuning in tonight here at Leopardland for our first baseball outing of the year for Texarkana Game Day. For Brian Bolt and all of the crew, we appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure you go and download that Texarkana Game Day app over in the App Store. It's free, and you can also tune in for all of the games. Stay tuned on the Texarkana Game Day Facebook page, and we'll let you know which Texarkana baseball team we'll be covering next. And so we'll see you next time right here on Texarkana Game Day.